So, for a lot of my collective out there, they may have been feeling discouraged, like stress. You may have been having anxiety. You may have been feeling down and out. You may have been feeling like giving up. But the message that I'm getting from Spirit is that this is all a test. This is a test, collective. A test of your faith. A test of your intuition. A test of your discernment. And a test to see how strong you are spiritually. So for a lot of y'all, y'all might have been having a lot of synchronicities, a lot of numbers, seeing the same numbers. And you know, for everybody it's different. For me, it's 555. It's 222. And for some reason lately, I've been seeing 1222. Okay? And of course, 1111. And 333. So, yeah. Spirit saying this is a test. To break it down a little bit further, it's like this. It's a lot of my collective out there that been going through the same pattern. Okay, they've been going through some toxic shit, and they keep saying they're gonna leave it alone, or leave that person, or leave that situation alone, and then for some reason they keep coming back to it. And because you keep coming back to it, you are looping yourself into a cycle. Okay, and that's why it's hard for you to move forward. That's why it's hard for you to elevate. You might be having some financial problems because you have a lot of blockages going on in your life. And until you let some of this shit go, you're going to continue to go in these cycles. And Spirit is testing you to see if this time you're going to release. For some of y'all might have been even having some crazy ass dreams. I know I have, y'all. I've been having random dreams, crazy mixed up dreams. And I also been seeing my ancestors. So a lot of y'all probably seeing your ancestors too. And that's because they're trying to communicate with you and let you know that it's time for you to move on and that you are being tested so that you can elevate to the next level, y'all. Spirit, give me some cards for my collective today. We got the Three of Swords here. So there has been some type of sadness that is in your energy. And that could be because you're down and out. That could be because you've been feeling depressed. You've been feeling some anxiety, okay? You've been feeling like giving up because nothing you're doing has been working out for you. We got the Ten of Wands in reverse here. So that's all about releasing burdens, okay? You've been having too much responsibility on you. You've been feeling very overwhelmed lately, okay? And this is why. Tell us more, Spirit. Okay, so we got the King of Wands here. Okay, so you have a very strong mind. Okay, and that's not the issue. You come up with ideas. You have a very strong mindset. You're a hardworking person, very intelligent. Okay, it's just that you have blockages that have to be released. Okay, and then we got the Ace of Cups here, which is all about love. But this situation is very emotional to you, so you have been probably crying or just laying in bed, not wanting to get up, not wanting to move. But look on the bottom of the deck. The Star. The Star is all about healing. It's about hope. It's about renewal. Okay? It's about inspiration. So these dreams that you might have been having, this is your ancestors trying to give you inspiration, courage, and strength to end some of these toxic cycles in your life so that you can move on in a positive way. Clarify the Star, Spirit. Tell us more. Okay, we got the Magician here because you are the magician. Just because some things haven't been working for you, that's not an indication for you to give up. That's an indication for you to go harder, to work harder. Y'all got this. It's just that, you got to keep going. I know it's not easy, y'all. As long as you have faith of a mustard seed, you can get through this, whatever it is. Just like I say, the magician. You are the magician. You keep manifesting. Keep working at your craft. Keep doing the best that you can do. On the bottom of the deck, we got the Three of Pentacles. So it might be somebody that you might end up working with that can help you get out this rut that you're in right now, collective. Tell us more, Spirit. What does my collective need to do? All right. So we got the Queen of Wands here. We know this is a person that goes out and gets what they want. So this is telling you that if one thing don't work, you got to try it a different way. One monkey don't stop no show, okay? So if you trying one way and it's not working, it's time for you to start thinking. Like they say in school, put your thinking cap on and figure it out. We got Temperance here because balance is going to be restored. You know, you get knocked down, you might cry, but then you get back up and you do it harder this time. Tell us more. All right, so somebody might be healing from some type of major betrayal or some type of major hurt that came into their life. And that will definitely knock you off your rocker, especially when things happen and it involves family or close friends or, you know, people that you never thought would betray you or hurt you. And you got to heal from this. But you got to get back up. Now, we're going to have our days. We lay down, we cry, we may feel like not getting out of bed, or we might not feel like talking to anybody. And that's okay, because you need that time to yourself. You need to go into hermit mode sometimes to heal yourself and rejuvenate yourself and start again. We got the Queen of Cups here too. This is about balancing out more emotions, okay? This is a very emotional thing that you've been going through. Anything else for the collective? Okay. We got the Five of Swords in reverse. All right, so you could have had some conflict going on in your life, and now you're at the point where you're not worried about that shit anymore. You just want what you want. You want to be happy. You want peace in your life. You don't want that conflict and that drama no more. You've been there, done that. Okay? So you might want to reconcile with somebody. You might want to come up with a resolution or either a compromise, okay? Now, this can also mean revenge. And sometimes we all know people might act like they good with you, but they just plotting on you to get revenge. So be careful. Be careful out here in these streets. But this is all a test, collective, and we can't give up. We got to keep going. We got to keep pushing. What's the final outcome, Spirit? Now, that's too many cards. What's the final outcome, Spirit? We got the Nine of Wands. You're going to keep pushing. You're not giving up. That's diligence, okay? Last stand, persistence, resilience, perseverance, and you close to success. You might be tired, but you close to success. Like I say, my mama say, you give out, but you don't give up. That's your daily dose of Dear Collective. Get on up, try it again, dust yourself off. Just like the Aaliyah song, if at first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. There's always light at the end of that song, okay? We got this, collective. It is I, your girl, Divine Chosen. And as always, I'm going to holler. Peace.